needs to work on what. So, Jesse, why don't you sent a text, but I think why don't you go ahead and share what you sent in your text? I think it's pretty important because I mean, here you are, 36 days, you're doing service work, but you're really up against some pretty serious stuff in your life. So you want to
So
go ahead and talk about it?
you want me to go into the whole thing, kind of
Go into the whole
what I
thing,
put in
but
that text?
introduce yourself as,
All right.
Jesse alcoholic. Yep.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jesse. I'm an alcoholic. So about a month ago now, I was pulled over for a DUI where I was found basically crashed over in a ditch. And basically as time has gone on, I keep realizing, or it's not that I'm realizing, but it's coming to light that there are more and more charges stacked against me for this case. And one of the things now is I was already on probation when I got the DUI, and now at first I was granted a walk-in hearing, meaning I went to my probation officer. I told her what was going on. She gave me a court date, but did not put a warrant out for my arrest right then and there. Um, I had a court date for yesterday. My attorney moved it, but that was enough for the DA to realize that, hey, he was already on probation for a DUI. He caught another DUI. He is supposed to be in jail right now. And so they put a warrant out for me. And basically, I need to turn myself in on next Thursday. Um, so, yeah. Last time I talked to my attorney, he was like, "Yeah, man, we're pushing everything back. We're
And
hoping
you
to
have
keep you
you
out."
have charges in another county too, right? That just popped up.
Yeah, yeah. I apparently in the midst of all this, they hit me with a hit and run as well. Um, and so that was in another county. Then I have the DUI in another county, so that's two. And then my probation violation is in yet another county. So
So how much
I
jail time are you facing?
um it total, I'm really not sure. I can say that for the just for the probation violation is uh they're wanting to revoke my balance. So that's about 10 and a half months because it's
Okay,
to next
so that
September.
that's what you're looking. All right, so good. Uh, all right, so we'll take any comments on that. Anybody's been through this. We're going to change the format. So that's pretty serious. And just so you know, Jesse's been coming here every day, sober, working the program, doing service work. Just your average alcoholic who drinks and catches a DUI. What, Cal, what were you going to say? Go ahead, Cal, Oxford, Ohio, 84 days. You want to unmute, Cal? Uh, put your thumb on this guy. He might be. Who knows? Go, go ahead, Stacy.
Hi, Stacy Alcoholic. So I was on probation in one county for a felony that I caught for an unrelated reason having to do with bipolar mania. But anyway, I got a DUI while on probation and I thought I was going to have to go to jail, but my probation officer did not violate me. He just on the what he told me was as long as you go to treatment and do a program, I won't violate you.
That happens a lot here in AA. Go ahead, Patrice. You want to unmute? Go ahead. Go ahead, Patrice.
Okay, sorry, it just takes a second, I guess, for the unmute. Yeah, I don't. Okay, I have not been in a situation like that. So is it just people that had this situation to share? Or
Say what you have to say quickly. Go. What do you want to say?
uh
Oh, do you think about it? Cal in Oxford. What? Go. Cal,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, sorry, it wasn't letting me unmute at first, but yeah, my situation is pretty close to Jesse's. I'm 19 and I'm going through my second DUI. and so they have me wearing this like scram alcohol monitor, and I don't know why it went off. I didn't drink any alcohol, but it was still counted as a violation. And yeah, I just have court dates coming up, and I had to go through some jail time because of the violation. So just wanted to reach out and say that.
You know, a lot of us have been thrown in jail initially for DUI. But I will tell you, a lot of people that come to this meeting, do the service work, do the steps, get a letter from us, more likely than not, don't end up going to jail because coming to AA, they see it. They see it when you're doing the work. Go ahead, Preston. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'll be really quick. I'd already shared this partly with Jesse. Yeah, mine was during COVID. I had two DW. I had 5 charges stacked against me when I was already on probation. I didn't realize I already had a warrant out. I was in rehab and then sober living, and but I still had to go to court. So I went, and they're like, "Yeah, you've had a warrant out for 3 months." They're basically like, "Are you ready to go to jail?" And I was like, "Yeah, let's get it over with." But I had 3 months sober by the time I went in. I had a program, and the defender was like, "Oh, you're in, rehab. You're doing everything right." Like, yeah. So what was supposed to be 9 months turned out to be 2 months. So just like Jan said, anything can happen. But by that time, I had 3 months of worrying and asking everyone what was going to happen. And
Yeah.
by that time, when I went to court, I was like, dude, I'm tired of, worrying about it. I'm like, yes, I'm ready to go to jail for however long, because I had to bite the bullet, but
Yeah.
anything can happen.
There you go. All right, thank you. Good job there. All right, so let's we're gonna move along here and do some classroom work. And which is what we do here. So I want to start with let me see. We'll start with Matt. So Matt, what are you working on?
Basically been, doing service work here, Matt Alcohol, been doing service work here, focusing really on step 12. We talked about the triangle, unity, recovery. What's the third one? Service. And,
Yeah.
Just starting to continue to live my life being sober and making it sort of routine and, doing the morning prayer, trying to hit resentments as they come up during the day, or things that upset me today. Actually, something came up, and, just trying to address it as soon as it does. And then we're actually going to convention. The three of us, Cassie, in a couple days here, Saturday in Albany. So that'll be the first convention I've been to.
And then you're going, when does it start? So it starts on Friday night?
Yeah, it's Friday night. And then I'm going for the whole day Saturday. I'm about a couple hours away. So I'll probably be there. I think it starts at 9, basically. There's a yoga
Tell
class.
everybody what this is. What's it called? Give the full
So
name.
it's like NEC.
No, it doesn't mean anything. Where is
it's
it?
basically the Albany. It's the Northeast. I can't think of it's something like the Northeast. What do they call it? District or quadrant or something. It's like NE48, I think, is the number. But it's basically upstate New York region. It's based in Albany. It's a 3-day convention starting Friday night, and then it's a full day of Saturday with dinner and entertainment, and then Sunday morning there's a short couple hours and people head out. So and they have programs starting at 9. There's 2 classes in the morning. There's some panels. You can pick different things. They have a segment on the triangle. They have panelists. They have an old timers question and answer in the afternoon. So there's a lot of different things. There's also like taking AA to institutions,
So this is going to be you kids from upstate New York are going to this.
right, from north of Albany to west of Albany.
Hey, did it start snowing up there yet?
No, today's 75. It was like summer.
I'm glad I don't live there. I'm sorry. I went to school in Vermont. I used to travel over into upper New York State all the time. All
But I
right,
saw
so
snow 2 days ago. I did see snow in the air.
So go ahead, Cassie. Or are you? It's bath time at Cassie's house, I think. So you're
It
going
is,
too,
and
right?
yeah, I am. Yep. All day Saturday.
Okay.
I'm kind of looking forward to getting out of the house. But no,
Oh,
I'm really
yeah.
excited for the convention too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right,
that'll be
that'll
the
be
first one I've done.
all right. They're great. I've been to, like I've said before, I've been to tons of them, and Leslie's going to, but she's not here, is she? So
Well,
yeah.
Leslie's working at a flu clinic. She texted me, but she's still planning 100% in the convention. So we're going to
Oh,
be,
she's working in the clinic today.
yeah, during the meeting.
Oh, that's good. Oh, I'm glad. Good to know. Yeah, always let me know about that. I worry about her sometimes. See how she's doing, but this is very good. Um, wow, that's exciting. Preston, over to you. What are you working on?
Preston alcoholic, just steps 10, 11, 12. A lot of reading and meditation, and coming to this meeting and being a service. Pretty much it.
Oh, good. Jesse, I was going to ask you, would you put up, please, the link to the section that has a link to our YouTube podcast, Reddit, and whatever the hell else we have there, Facebook, I guess. And for those of you who are interested, we record some of these meetings, like today's meetings being recorded. Only the audio part. Nobody actually sees your name, or they don't even know you're here, actually. All they do is hear me, and then they get really annoyed and they hang up. Especially the old timers. The newcomers are like, oh, thank God somebody's talking to me. The old timers are like, shut up, let me talk. Okay. So there you have it. So you can go back. All of our classes have been recorded, steps 1 through 12. Lots of different people. And then let's see here. Where are we here? So Rebecca, you're next. What are you working on?
I'm working on, hi Rebecca Alcoholic. I'm working on step 9. I have the letter written. My mother just called me before the meeting, so I can either do it by phone or I'll see
Good.
her this week. The other
Oh
thing
wait,
is,
you just did a 9th step amend with your mom?
I haven't done that yet. Going to
Oh,
do
okay.
this 9th step, just figuring
Oh.
out when to do it, how to do it.
And well, though you just talked to her.
Yeah, well, I
Okay.
told her I was going to this meeting and I'll call her back after the meeting.
But you can do it. Well, let's listen to it. You can do it with her in person, because you wrote out. Now you know what you're going to say. Sometimes
Right.
it's good to just have a cue card in front of you and
Right.
say, "Okay, here it is, Mom."
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, reading page 86, and 3rd step prayer and daily reflections.
Well, how are you feeling? 47 days sober now.
I'm feeling really good. Things come up. Someone posted something on Facebook that was really a direct attack on me. So
Yeah, Facebook is my favorite, along with
right?
Twitter and
Yeah.
everything else.
Do I pray that away or do I talk to him? He's a friend of mine, so I'm not sure what to do.
I just block them.
Well, I see him
I've
almost
blocked
every
over
day.
3. I just block everybody.
I just see him every day. So do I?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can't kill him, so you'll have to pray for him. All right, this is good. Keep coming. So, Lori, we need to do a 5th step with you, right?
Right.
So, would you do me a favor? Send your phone number, or hey, Cassie. So, what if you and I and Lori set up a 5th step at York whenever you can do it? Okay. Can you do it mostly anytime, Lori?
Yeah.
Okay. So Cassie, it's got to be your time and day and call when it is, and then just set it up, and then I'm available always for the most part. Yeah. Oh, you're going to be going in the convention, huh? But it only takes an
Yeah,
hour.
I've got quite a few busy days coming up, but do you want me to
Okay.
contact Lori first,
Yeah,
or would you
and
like
me.
me to contact you?
Yeah, whatever. I don't care. Let's set a day.
Yeah. Okay.
Set a
Would you like
day
me
for
to
an
send
hour.
Lori my number?
Yeah, and both get her number and your number, and then we'll set a day for the 5th step. Okay,
Great.
figure it out. Let me know, and if that doesn't work out, we'll do something else. Hey, Lisa, here we go. We're doing classroom work right now. Everybody who's like, what is going on here? This is a class. You're in AA 101. Hey, Lisa, so what are you working on?
I'm working on really a lot of the resentment prayer or that page that we were working through where
Oh, the page 552, where
yes.
you have to pray. What, you have a whole bunch of people that you're praying for now?
Uh well, I have to deal with my ex-husband every single day, so I have to just
You
remind
know what?
myself not
We
to.
never liked him.
No, no, we still
That's a
don't,
joke.
but I have to it's really not.
Right.
But I have to learn to like let it go and not let it affect all my other
Okay,
decisions
so
that I
you're
make.
doing that exercise.
Yeah.
I
Well, I'm
thought
doing that and I'm reading pages, what is it, 86 to
Well, wait. So are you actually doing the exercise on page 552 where you pray for the person
yes.
every day for 2 weeks? You are. So that's with
Yes.
your ex-husband. Anybody else on that list?
Um, Mostly him because I'm dealing with him every single day right now. But there are people I could
How
add to
many
that
days
list.
have you been doing the process?
Probably, well, you introduced this last week, so I want to say maybe a week now.
All right. Jesse, would you put up a link to that YouTube podcast so everybody can see that? That is a really good one. Good. Glad you're doing. What else are you working on?
I do my morning meditation and then I reflect on my day every night. And
So that's so you're doing your 11th step, 10 and 11th step every day.
yes,
Good. All right. That's what we want to see. How are you doing? Any,
hanging in there day by day.
all right,
I
you
mean, I'm
keep coming back here, so that's quite something. Let's go to hey Richelle in what are you doing now? You're doing Rochelle in Sydney. Are you working? Are you walking around? Are you with us? She's gone. There she is.
No, I'm here. Sorry.
Okay. What are you doing? Are you at work?
I am. I was sorry, I was just talking to one of my colleagues. Yes, I am working on step 10. So I made my amends and they went really well.
Oh, really? Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
actually in the office or are you at home?
No, I'm in the office.
Oh, you're at work. It's like
Yeah.
like you're in a skyscraper in downtown Sydney.
I'm actually in Leafy Paddington because we're in under construction at the moment. So I've
Yes,
been out on
okay.
site early this morning and then back in the office now.
All right. Well, I won't bother you too much. So how's it going? Good?
Yeah, really well.
You feeling better? Okay, good.
Yeah, I
And
feel heaps better.
you made some amends to people in the 9th step?
I did.
And how did that go?
That went really well. It's really positive.
Oh, good. You got good feedback then.
Yeah.
What was it? Your husband and your daughter?
My husband and my daughter and my mum. Yeah.
And how did they receive it?
Really positively. Actually, my husband said it's entirely unnecessary, but I'm grateful.
Yeah, they sometimes they say that, but it's necessary on
No, I said it is
our behalf,
necessary.
and we let them off the hook. The part of the amends thing is it lets them off this hook that we have had them hanging on for some time during our drinking. Congratulations on your 31 days too. Way to go. Let's see who else is working on what here. I gotta try to figure this out.
Debbie?
Debbie. Oh, okay, Debbie. Did we already talk to you? I thought we talked to her.
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
Debbie Alcoholic,
Yeah.
working on 10 and 11. And, with the morning prayers, and then I do the recap in the evening about things I could have done different and things that I want to work on. the next
And you
day.
did all your amends, right?
Yes,
Okay.
And
So
that would-
good. Now you're doing the maintenance steps.
yes.
All right. And you shared about your DUI, right? So that was good too. Where is you didn't? No, that was somebody else. Okay, forget about it. Don't worry about it. I won't assign that to you. Megan, what the fuck? Megan, what? Okay, you're back here. So what were you working on, Megan?
You had me do the preface in the
in the
forwards.
four forwards. She's with 13 years in Boulder. So did you do it? Did you read the preface in the four forwards?
Yes, I read them.
Okay, good. Now tomorrow read the doctor's opinion, and then Jesse, send her the link to the YouTube piece on the medical view on AA. You can listen to that too. That's where we went through all of that yesterday. Okay, good job. Robert Pfeiffer. So Robert's back. Looks like you're doing pretty good, huh? Who else did we give us? Hey, Danny, so you have 4 days. You were in jail too from DUIs, huh? That got kind of complicated for you, didn't it?
Yes, no doubt. I did 3 different counties jail. I calculated I pissed away 2 years of my life because of drinking.
Yeah. Now it's difficult to get sober, but you're sober now, huh?
Yes.
All right. Well, hey, I'm glad you're here. 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, no, totally. How's your cat, Trooper? Is he still with you? There he is. Oh yeah, so he's down there biting his toes. That's a smart cat. All right, Jeff, how about you? So how do you like this meeting so far today, Jeff, with 30?
I like Jeff Alcoholics, South Florida. I like it. I'm learning. Yeah, I'm thinking about, wow. First of all, I wouldn't have the problems that I'm hearing today because I'd be dead. I'd be long dead, shamefully, needlessly, and way too early.
Yeah.
But if I hadn't come in and I had lived a little longer, I would have had all these same problems. I get cold chills when I think about the things that should have happened. Whatever happened to me was nothing compared to what should have happened. Oh, you know.
Did you get any DUIs, any jail time, any of that?
No, I didn't. I came in before they were really getting so strict on it. But I was an alcoholic.
How old were
you?
25 years. How old were you when you got sober?
I was 42, I think.
Oh, you were 42.
Yeah.
When you got sober?
I had a 25-year run of drinking and drugging and driving. All over.
How old are you now?
I'm in my early 80s.
Oh, you're in your early 80s. I thought you were in your. I thought you were in your 60s.
No, hell no. I was born 6 months after Pearl Harbor.
No way.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Did you fight in World War II? Okay.
My mom was about halfway along with me when Pearl Harbor hit. Windows going up. Where is this? Hawaii anyway. You know.
I'm telling you, you don't look 80. Well, I'm almost your age. I'm 78. I'll be 80. I'll be 79 in a month or two, and I'll hit the 80s. And then it's going to be the home and then death. What? Oh God. Yeah, when you sober up, I got sober in my 20s, and my first treatment center was 1965. I was 1964. I had my 19th birthday in there, and then it took me another 10 years. Started coming to AA in 1975. So and I was still in my 20s, and I got sober. And I'll tell you one thing that and I think Preston and I talked about this, and so Jeff and I talked about this. I never stopped coming. I just never stopped. When I started there and I came in and I looked around, I was the youngest person in the room here in Boulder, and they took to me and they said, just keep coming. And one guy had started coming. He was a famous basketball player, and he started coming when he was 30. And he said, and he had 10 years sober at the time. And he said, don't stop coming. Just set up a schedule of AA meetings and make sure you keep coming. Do it like you brush your teeth. So I didn't have anything to lose. I mean, my job was out the door. I couldn't stay unemployed or stay employed. And, I lost by that time, by the time I was 22, 23, I lost my house, wife left, lost all my money, lost the cars, lost the horses. I had land and horses. I was one of those, right out of college, successful people making a lot of money. And by the time I was 22 or 23, I lost everything. And then it took me a long time to get anything back in terms of a semblance of a life. And it's sort of like with you, Jesse, you know, that's what alcoholism does. It just comes right down the road, takes us with it. Now, you notice people like Preston and Matt and Jeff keep coming back. We just keep coming here. And Cassie, you can't fucking quit. Even if it's, you know, one or two, or in your first couple of years, you should be going to a lot of meetings. And then, but we have people all the time, actually. They come to this meeting, they'll last 30 days and they're gone. Or they'll come and they'll get off probation and then they're gone. And then, and where do they go? Well, some people say maybe they found another meeting. Usually not. Usually they'll stop coming every day, and then they'll start going every now and then. Joe, and and then they go back to drinking, and then but not everybody. Hey Joe, how are you doing? You've been coming here since the day you got sober, huh, to this meeting.
Yeah, Joe Alcoholic. I have I came on my very first day of sobriety, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the day after that, and the weeks after that, and I like this meeting the best. I think the first 48 hours I probably hit, gosh, maybe 15, 20 Zoom meetings, and I liked this one the best. This one is the one that spoke to me.
We should put up first 40. I can't remember. It slipped my mind. Hey Joe, tell us your story. What happened to you?
Yeah, so I started drinking when I was really young, and it was never a big deal. It was just the way that things are, and it agreed with me, and I loved it, and it loved me back and treated me well, and then it turned on me pretty quick, and it became the greatest burden I've ever had. It made me sick. It wasn't fun. It was kind of a necessary poison that was just eating at me every day, and it affected every aspect of my life. And looking back on it, I'm not sure how I managed work or life and drinking that heavily. But I couldn't fall asleep unless I drank my fill, which was usually like most of a bottle of whiskey every night. And then on nights where, people came over or I went over to somebody else's house, it was more than that. So, it just become all consuming, and it was all I thought about. And it was my motivation. It was my fuel to, go do this for money and go do that for money and get this job done, get that job done. And then, go to the liquor store and blow off some.
How did you end up coming to this meeting?
I was sick, man. I was going on these, this meeting just happened by, I just was searching meetings on the meeting guide app, and I found this one. Just, there wasn't no particular reason why I found it. But
Newcomers Slippers Workshop, maybe, no? Or something.
No, it was called something different then.
Oh, that's right. We named it. Yeah, that's right.
I forget what the name of it was originally. But I think we switched it to Newcomer Slippers because we were all,
everybody was new,
kind of in the same boat.
I know it.
There were a bunch of us that were just newly sober. We were about the same age too, I think.
Except for me.
Yeah, except for you, but
I'm like Jeff's age.
Yeah, but you are our Jedi Master. You are our Yoda.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right. Glad you're here. And
glad to be here.
Yeah, just show up next time you're in town. So Patrice, what's your story? 10 years from Knoxville and you're still with us. What happened to you? What's your story in 3 minutes or less?
Oh boy. Well, I've been sick for like the last 5 days and I'm really tired, so I don't know what I can
Okay.
of. my first drunk was at 12 and I had a blackout. And I dismissed it. I thought it was normal. I thought everybody had blackouts. I grew up in an alcoholic home. My father was a heavy drinker, a rageaholic. It was not great. And I just got into, around the wrong people and in the wrong crowds, as they say. And just drank like a juvenile delinquent, and yeah, things did not go well. And I never really grew up, and I finally, I had several very low bottoms, bad experiences. I was laying in an alleyway in January on a sheet of ice. I was by myself, and I thought, I'm just fine. I'm just going to lay down and have a little nap right here. Not normal behavior for a lot of years, and nearly got fired from one job and just barely made it and got another job. And then I was on the brink of losing that job. And it really was a lot of circumstances that just happened. And a friend that I haven't seen for years and years or talked to, out of the blue, called me. And they were going to a meeting. And that was my beginning. And when I got there, I felt some hope. And I just kept going. It didn't quite register that I was an alcoholic yet, but I did want help, and I knew I needed help, and I was willing to reach out.
How old were you when you got sober?
I was 27.
27, there you go. Yes, yeah, I was 28. All right, so listen, glad you're here, and I'm not going to torture you anymore with this because I know you don't feel well. But thanks for sharing that we have a lot of new women in this meeting all the time. And it's sometimes, do women get sober? And I think also too, from my experience, women have different experience with alcoholism than men do. There's just this whole other world going on that we don't talk about in here, because this is a step workshop. It's we talk about the steps, but today we're talking more about stories. Let's see here. So where's Bridget? Hey Bridget, so almost a year. How about you? How are you liking today's meeting? There you are.
Hey, I'm doing good. I like this meeting. I've been to it once before and I really liked it. But I haven't been back since.
Are you one of those people that do you need some help working the steps in the program and learning how to do all of this? Is that you?
So I'm actually in treatment right now for a DUI. The DUI was dismissed, so I thought I didn't have to complete my treatment, which I had like almost a year and a half completed, but wasn't like at the complete mark or whatever. So I stopped going because I didn't think I had to finish it. But apparently, if you do an assessment and they recommend treatment, even if your DUI gets dismissed, through the Department of Licensing, you have to complete all of the treatment no matter what. So I had to go back into the treatment place and was like, no, that's for DUI.
Yeah, no. Okay, you said licensing. I was wondering what kind of licensing.
Yeah, no, yeah, I had to for the Department of Licensing for for driving. Yeah, so
car,
I had to start my treatment all over again. So
Okay, look, here's the story. You're welcome to come here.
Thank you.
If you want to learn how to work the AA program, that's generally what we do every single day in this meeting. And then you'll see down there too for our podcast if you want to. That's for anybody, any of you that want to follow up on what we've been talking about. It's pretty good stuff. It's really good. It's like AA 2.0. Some of you may have heard like the Clancy tapes or Joe and Charlie. These are better. They just are. We're like, take it from, she's laughing at me. Jeff likes them. And if Jeff says this meeting's great, then yeah, look, yeah, that's right. It is. Are you showing me your feet? What the hell is that? Okay. No feet. All right. Just, it's not that kind of meeting. Let me see what the hell. What do I miss here? I apologize. Bridget, Denise, where's Denise? Hey, Denise. So, Denise, are you here? Are you doing the 5 days to see how you like it or what?
I'm doing the 5 days.
Oh, good. And then how many times have you been to this meeting?
Number 2.
2. Okay, good. Keep coming and we'll put you to work. All right. Sam, where's Sam? Thanks for Matt. See, Matt sent me a list of people. Okay. Is Sam even here, Matt?
Hey, Jan. How are you doing?
Hey. Okay, good. Did you do your fifth step yesterday?
I did indeed with Preston and
how did that go?
I think it went really well. It was very cathartic. I got into pretty detailed about some of my grievances.
Well, that's kind of what it was about. Yeah, the thorough fourth step, thorough fifth step. So you have to do 6 and 7. And I know you read those pages, but you and I and Jesse will do them together tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Keep coming. Don't stop coming. Hey, Stacy, here you are. All right, Stacy, what are you working on?
I'm working on 10 and 11 and reading through 12 and trying to see figure out how to start trying to maybe do some service work.
Yeah. So, well, keep coming here. You can do service work here. Because we always need help in this meeting and you can help other people too. Yeah, so do you go to other meetings too, or is this it?
This is my main number 1 meeting. Sometimes I go to an occasional meeting here since I'm not working. I'll go to one in person.
Okay. Did you get a job?
Not yet.
Okay, you're
I
looking.
have an interview tomorrow, so wish me luck.
Yeah, good luck. Okay, let me see here. One more person. Taylor, where's Taylor? Can you unmute him, please, Matt?
He's
Yes, hi,
unmuted.
Taylor Alcoholic. Thanks for calling on me. I'll briefly, I was sober for 9 years at one point, very involved in the program from age 23 to 32. And then I decided to use medical cannabis, even though that did not align with my version of sobriety. And as somebody pointed out to me, I would, that would lead me to a drink, which it did.
Hey, Taylor, I have a question for you. You've been to this meeting before, right? How many times you've been to this meeting?
I don't believe I have, actually.
I think you have. Has he been here before?
Maybe
You don't
once, but
I recognize you. Because I've heard this story. You've told me this story before. So here's the story. Come if you want to for 5 days, and then we'll put you to work. We'll give you reading and writing assignments and all of that. Okay. And anybody else? Did we miss anybody?
Megan, North Carolina.
Okay. Megan, I thought we talked to you. Did we talk to you, Megan?
Yeah, you talked to me.
I thought so. Oh, you're in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. And we talked to Jeff. Did we talk to Cassie? Just that you're going to this trip. How's your program going? How are you doing? How are you liking it? You've been coming here for a while. And
Yeah, I really do like this meeting. And I'm reading the stories out of the back of the book still and working on the freedom from bondage prayer.
Oh, really? You have somebody that you need to pray for? Yeah, I had
Hard.
5 people. I had 5 people this morning. What? Just I know a lot of people,
Yeah.
and when they don't do things my way, they go on my list,
Yeah.
my
I'm
prayer
willing to
list.
try it, but it's hard not to say it and then also think, I hope you also get hit by a car.
Oh no,
I
don't
know that's
say
not
that.
good.
It'll
No.
reverse. It'll reverse, and you'll get hit by a car, and you'll be like,
Yeah,
or something
I
else
know.
will happen. You'll walk
Yep.
into the 7-Eleven, and the TV that's up on the ceiling will fall
Right.
down on top of you, or just
Yeah.
miss you, and you'll say, "God, was that you?" And he'll answer, "Yes."
I know.
Why
It
did
is,
you do
but it is
that?
challenging.
Because you pissed me off. Right. Well, this was too much fun. You want to read the promises there, Matt?
Sure thing. These are the promises on page 83 of the big book. If we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we'll be amazed before we are halfway through. We're going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We'll not regret the past, nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity, and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We'll lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. Fear of people and of economic insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises? We think not. They're being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly, but they'll always materialize if we work for them. Back to you from the Bronx to Boulder, Jan, in the studio.
What? Oh, okay. Hey, one of the things I was thinking, if you're able to quit at a fairly young age, you end up remaining young. And I quit drinking, drugs, cigarettes, and overuse of coffee early on. I mean, in my 20s. And everything, and if you look at Jeff or look at myself, it's like alcohol, especially alcohol and tobacco, all that stuff is just fucking terrible for you. And drugs, it just tears you up, and you don't realize how much it does until you quit. And the body will rejuvenate later, but when you're really young and you quit and you never go back to it, it changes everything. I mean, like even my voice, everything. It's like it's just a real miracle the way that it happens. So here comes the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. This meeting is officially over, and you can unmute yourself if you want to. If anybody has any questions or